Good evening everyone and welcome to Where's My FPL. This is the Gameweek 13 tips video. So the agenda of the video is, first we'll discuss transfer suggestions, then we'll discuss chip strategies, then we'll discuss Freehit or Wildcard for Gameweek 13, which is better. Then we'll end with Freehit and Wildcard 13 drafts. So starting with transfer suggestion, for goalkeeper my buy suggestion is Verbruggen of Brighton. So Verbruggen is 4.4 million and Brighton is among the best in the league in XGC conceded, and they are also getting good fixtures going forward. Also Verbruggen, he rotates quite nicely with Dubravka, whom you would be having, most of us would be having as a backup goalkeeper. My avoid is Royce of Sunderland. So he has returned good points in past few game weeks through clean sheets and one penalty save. However, at this point of time, he is the third most brought in goalkeeper, but the transfers, the fixtures going forward are not that good. So I don't expect the same amount of points going forward that he has gotten in the past few weeks. My monitor would be Becker of Liverpool. So he is back in training, and I know Liverpool has not been keeping much clean sheets right now, but they are a good team, and if you believe that in these upcoming fixtures they would be keeping clean sheets, then Becker is the keeper to go for. He started at the same price as Raya and Donnarumma. However, they have risen in price and become quite costly, while he is still at 5.4 right now. In defender, my buy is still Virgil van Dijk. Last week, I know even I bought him and it was a disaster. Even the midweek Champions League. However, I think that seeing the fixtures going forward, the Virgil is still a good buy, and he is good for defensive contributions. He can even get a goal with that odd header on a corner. So if we get a clean sheet, you can expect good points from Virgil van Dijk. Of course, he might also get bonus if Liverpool keeps a clean sheet. My avoid would be Senesi. The reason is that Bournemouth don't have that good fixtures going forward. Also, in the previous fixtures, which were good on paper, they still conceded goals. Senesi is also on 4 yellow cards, so if he gets one more yellow card, he'll be missing a game. And considering that he is on 4 yellow cards, he might be more conservative in his defensive actions, which might result in him not getting much defensive contribution points. Munoz is my monitor. Because he is also in a similar boat as Senesi, is that he has 4 yellow cards, but he is more of an attacking player, so you might get that odd goal or assist from him. So it's a balance whether you are ready to risk that potential 5th yellow card and still go with the attacking output that he gives. In midfielder, my buy is Minta. So he would not be going to AFCON. He has great underlying stats and Brighton has good fixtures. Also, he is at a very good price. He is not that costly. My avoid would be Eze. Considering his performance in last game, which was actually quite good, many people are eyeing him. But Odegaard is back in training, and Odegaard won't be missing games, so he will be playing the game. So there's a chance that Eze's minutes might not be as good as they have been till now. Mbeumo, again, he is a great player. He has great stats, but he has risen from 8 to 8.6 right now. He is at a similar price range as Bruno Fernandes, who is on penalties. Mbeumo would be going to AFCON also, so if you are buying him, you are buying him for 3 game weeks. So it is whether you are ready for that risk. He would be a transfer out, so you are ready to take that 3 game week punt, so you can go for Mbeumo in that case. For forwards, my forward suggestion would be Thiago of Brentford. He has risen from 6 to 6.5, but that is still a good price for him. He is the focal point of Brentford's attack. Brentford are also having good fixtures right now, and he is on penalties. He is the best package that is out there. I would avoid Callum Wilson of West Ham United. He did do great in the midweek, but in the last game week, but he is quite injury prone. He considering the difficult packed fixtures in the December period, I am sure that he would be missing a few odd games. He would not be playing 90 minutes, so it's better to avoid him at this point of time. Welbeck, quite little similar to Wilson in that case, that I am not 100% sure that he'll be playing all the games, but he does not have much competition up front, so there's a good chance that he might play most of the games, and you might get the odd benching, but I expect him to still play most of the games, and he has good underlying numbers. Brighton has good fixtures. He will definitely provide you returns. So I have exhausted all my chips, but this I made assuming that all the chips are available. So for starting with triple captain, so triple captain is the last chip that I would recommend you to play, as in you prioritize all the other chips, and then the game weeks which are left you go for the triple captain. So for Haaland, if you are going with Haaland, then all the game weeks from this to game week 19 are good. So if you would all be knowing, we are getting 2 sets of chips this time. So one you have to use until game week 19, and the second get unlocked after game week 20, which are there for the balanced season. So all these chips we have to finish before game week 19, otherwise they will lapse, so they will be wasted. So Haaland, any game week from here to 19 is good. The best 3 according to me are this game week, which is Leeds at home. The reason is that again it's a good fixture, it's at home, and Haaland was rested in the midweek. All the midweeks until game week 19 are packed because some match or competition would be there. So he was rested this midweek. We are not certain this will happen in the future before any other game week. That is considering because Manchester City lost in the Champions League match, so it might be that Pep might choose to play Haaland in future Champions League games. So Leeds is a very good triple captain opportunity considering that. Other good ones are game week 15 he has Sunderland at home, game week 17 he has West Ham at home, which is one of the poorer defenses in the league. If you want to go for any other player for triple captain, we have Salah in game week 14 against Sunderland, Mateta game week 19 against Fulham, and Saka game week 16 against Wolves. These are the options. So with Freehit, the concept of Freehit is that you choose it in a game week where you do not have your optimum team. However, your team is quite good for the game weeks before or game week after. So this generally happens in a blank game week or double game week. So if you don't have double game week players, or if you have many game week players which are blanking. However, in the first half of the season we won't be having any blank. So you will have to see the fixtures where your team players have tough fixtures, while the players which you don't have, they have good fixtures. And of course you have to use it before game week 19, on or before game week 19. So certain windows are game week 13 and game week 16. So assuming if you have Chelsea and Arsenal players, so game week 13 is a good option. You can transfer out Arsenal and Chelsea players this game week, and again you will have them next game week. You don't have Liverpool players, you don't have Tottenham or Brentford players, you can buy them for this game week if you don't want them for the long term. Game week 16 is the opposite. If you do not have Arsenal or Chelsea with you, then game week 16 you can buy them because they have good fixtures for that particular game week. You can have Aston Villa in game week 16, which generally most of us don't have. You can strategize this around game week 16 and with your wild card. So for example, you can make multiple teams. So one option is that you dead end by game week 14, use your free hit in game week 15. In game week 16 you will have 5 free transfers, so you can use the transfers to modify your team for game week 16 for that one game week, and game week 17 you use a wild card. So for 4 different teams you can have in 4 different game weeks. You can also use bench boost in game week 16 with using your 5 free transfers. With wildcard, try to strategize your wildcard when fixture swings happen. So for example, Manchester City and Liverpool have good fixtures from now, while Chelsea and Arsenal have difficult fixtures for now. You can make a free transfer strategy using a wildcard. For example, you can target game week 16 transfers. So game 16 we get our transfer will be topped up to 5 irrespective of how many transfers we have saved. So what you can do is that you can instead of using those transfers, you can wildcard, you make a good team, and then you save transfers. So going forward you have a transfer saved with you. You can again, as I said previously, you can strategize around game week 16 with your free hit and bench boost. So you can free hit in 15, so you can use all your transfers in 14, dead end your team 14, you have a different team in 14, free hit in 15, you have a different team in 15, use your transfers to make an optimum bench boost team in 16, and 17 you transfer out all the bench and make a lead bench and make a new team in game week 17 with a wild card. Bench boost. So I would say whenever you have a good bench, go with the bench boost. You won't be having any double game weeks in the first half anyway, for your optimum bench boost. So even if you have 3 out of your 4 players by bench players who have a good fixture, I would say go with the bench boost. You can plan it with wildcard. Either you can bench boost before wildcard, then use the wildcard and go on with a lean bench, or you can use the wildcard to set up a team for your bench boost in next game week. Game week 16 again you have 5 free transfers, you can use that to make an optimal bench boost for that game week and wildcard out in the next game week. So free hit versus wildcard, which chip to go for in this game week. So see how your team is first. If your overall team is good, but for this game week it is not optimum, then you go for free hit. But if you're not happy with your overall team at all, so it is better to go for a wildcard. So with transfers, I would say if you have 3 or more transfers, it is better to free hit, because you will have to use those transfers in the next 2 game weeks up to 15 so that you get maximum of 5 transfers in game week 16. Because if you save the transfers, you will just get the marginal additional transfers, so that your game week 16 transfer will be total of 5. So if you have up to 2 transfers, then you can better go for wildcard. So you can make a optimum team in the next 2 game weeks. You can make some transfers if you want, and game week 16 you have an optimum team and 5 free transfers. How is your outlook on Liverpool? So if you want Liverpool players for a long term, it is better to go with the wildcard, buy the Liverpool players and keep them for all these good fixtures that they have. However, if you don't have a good outlook on Liverpool, you don't want their players for long term, even though they have good fixtures, but you want to try them out for this one game week, which is West Ham. So you can go for a free hit, buy Liverpool players for this one game week, and then next game week again you have your previous team with you. How many AFCON players you have? Are the numbers manageable? Do you think that you can transfer out all your AFCON players by game week 16 and not waste game week 16 transfers on AFCON? Then you can go with free hit. If you think you won't be able to do that, you would be wasting money of your game week 16 transfers on AFCON players, then I would suggest you go for wildcard, remove most of the AFCON players, make them manageable, and game week 16 free transfer you use it on your strategic transfer instead of just getting rid of AFCON players. So other game weeks, then 13 or 16 is there, 19 is there, of course 15 is there. For wildcard it's 16, 17, 19. So this is my free hit draft for game week 13. So it has it is planned with 3-4-3 formation. So I will just go through the team for you. In goalkeeper we have Kelleher against Burnley at home and Dubravka. Kelleher would be the first goalkeeper that will be playing. In the defense we have Van der Ven against Fulham, O'Reilly against Leeds, Senesi against Sunderland, Malaysia against Crystal Palace, and Vandenberg against Burnley. So it would be 3 defenders at the back. O'Reilly and Senesi I would keep there, and you can choose between one of Van der Ven or Vandenberg. I would go for Vandenberg against Burnley at home because it's a good fixture and he is good for Defcons also. In midfield we have Sarr with the Manchester United at home, Salah West Ham away, Gakpo West Ham away, Rodgers Wolves at home, Darwin Chelsea away. Against four midfielders would be Sarr, Salah, Gakpo, Rodgers. And up front we have Thiago Burnley at home, Mateta Manchester United at home, and Haaland Leeds at home. With 3-4-3 formation, Haaland would be captain. Here some points to remember is that O'Reilly was he did not start in the midweek Champions League game, so he would be very likely be starting in this game in this game week fixture. I am not sure how much he's nailed future, but for this game week there's a decent chance that he starts. Senesi, I would have him on the free hit. I would not have him on a wild card. The reason being he is on the 4 yellow cards. So for this free hit is a very good option against Sunderland away. He might keep a clean sheet. He might give a defcon. I mean, generally he's a very good at defcons. Haaland captain again. He has been resting in the game week, so I expect him to go big in this game week. So 2 of the bench players are the ones with the least price. So they are just bench 2 and bench 3. And first bench you can choose between Van der Ven and Vandenberg. So first bench is there. So in any case it happens that one of your players doesn't play, so that first bench comes. Although I expect all of them to play in this game week. So this is my Game Week 13 wildcard draft. Some changes you can see is there. Actually, a lot of changes are there from the free hit draft. So firstly, we have gone with Verbruggen in the goalkeeper along with Dubravka. As in the transfer sessions, I also gave Verbruggen, so he has good rotation with Dubravka. So this is made with 3-4-3 formation. In defense, I have Virgil van Dijk, Julian Timber, Lacroix instead of Munoz because he is 0.9 cheaper, and Munoz on 4 yellow cards. Also, I think Lacroix has been unlucky in not getting attacking returns. He has been his underlying stats are good, so he should also have gotten returns. So there's a chance that in future game weeks we might get the returns from him. Then we have Anderson and Rodon. Anderson again good in defcons. In midfield we have Bruno Fernandes, Dewsbury Hall, Saka, Minte and Cunha. Cunha is yellow flagged right now, but I expect him to be fit soon. In upfront we have Thiago of Brentford, Mateta and Haaland. So this team is to target the good fixtures of all these players in the next few game weeks, and it avoids AFCON players. So you don't have to waste your game week 16 transfers removing AFCON players. You have already done it at this point. So this is my wildcard draft. I hope you liked it. I shared the free hit draft also with you. So if you liked the video, please do press the like button, and please do press subscribe button for future FPL content. Thank you all.